Wow, I bet you wasn't expecting this mess first thing in the morning. Day 4 of the 8-week trainer. I'll eat my breakfast and then take my clean burn and get my ass to the gym for the first cardio session of the day. Cardio complete. 20 minutes on the Stairmaster again and about 10 minutes stretching. I gotta get my ass to the gym here again. So I better fuel up and hydrate big time. I sweated a lot during that workout, so be mindful of that. The more you sweat, the more that you're gonna have to take in, and maybe if you don't have any heart problems or anything like that, maybe add a little bit of salt to your foods because you will be sweating out a lot of essential salts. All right. Catch you soon. Day 4 of the 8-week video trainer, and it's gonna be a motherfucker. We're gonna be hitting hamstrings, lower back first, and then we're gonna be finishing off with upper abs. Remember, we did the lower abs at the beginning of the week. So I find that by pairing up the lower back with the hamstrings is the perfect synergy. It's the perfect balance. It's a perfect relationship. I always find sometimes, when you do the back and then you do the abs together, again, doing opposing muscle groups, allows for better muscle balance, better recovery. It may seem a little bit odd, but I've been practicing this now for about 6 months and it's working really, really well. We are gonna start off with the most powerful movement first, and that's gonna be the deadlift. So hitting these foundational movements together, to me, makes logical sense. Let's see what I've got left in the tank here. I'm going to give it my all. Let's do this. That set was tough. Harder than I thought that was. Oh, so that's pretty much lower back done. 3 sets of deadlifts. I feel that's all I need for lower back. Of course, I'll get a little bit of involvement when I do other movements on other body parts. So we did 3 sets of like 10 repetitions there, which is absolutely sufficient. I can really feel my glutes and my hamstrings here. Now, when you're doing this, make sure that you keep the bar extremely close to your thigh, extremely close to your shins, all the way down. Use your hamstrings, use your glutes to pull this weight up. Sure, your lower back will get work. There's no doubt about it. So we got hamstrings next. We're going into supersets. So we've pretty much been doing supersets all week. Not in this movement, but we are going into a couple of those right now. Shit. That'll do. Oh, okay, there goes our superset. We did seated hamstring curls and we supersetted with a glute ham raise here. 10 repetitions was failure, very slow, very controlled. So once I'd reached failure, I immediately walked over to this lat pull down, and then I used a pole for stability and for a bit of a spot if I needed. Once I rested for about a minute, I did that superset again. And then for the final set, I did a drop set. I dropped the weight twice, so I did 10 repetitions to absolute failure. I dropped the weight, did another 10 repetitions, and then I dropped the weight and did another 10 repetitions. But in between those sets, I was resting for 10 seconds. Remember, this is a DTP extreme set. However many repetitions that you get out is the amount of rest that you've earned. So I earned 10 seconds in between. Then immediately came over here, did the exact same repetition on the glute ham raise. Once I reached failure, 10 repetitions, I got rid of the bar and I used the floor as my assistance to explode out the bottom and back out the top. I didn't make it to 10 repetitions, I couldn't. My hamstrings were too fried. So now I just want to hit one more hamstring exercise and then we're done for that. That's it for hamstrings for today. The last exercise we did was like a stiff-legged deadlift, and we did that with a cable. I find that you can really isolate the hamstrings even more and get a real good stretch out of the cable. Of course, you can't go as heavy. That's why it's good to do it at the end of your hamstring workout. So I did 3 straight conventional sets of 10 repetitions and then going again for 3 sets total. All right. Final body part of today's workout, abs, upper abs. Abs are done, they are fried. So we did 4 sets of supersets back to back. Started off with a decline sit-up. I reached failure at around 12 repetitions, and then when I couldn't do any more repetitions, I came straight onto the lying sit-up. Now you'll notice I'm going slightly to the side from one shoulder towards the opposite knee. So it's coming across and then down, and then coming across and down, knowing that I'd work a little part of my obliques and a little bit of my intercostals, which run just on the outside of the abs as well. But I can really feel it in the abs, and did that for 4 sets in total. So we're done. Time to get the post-workout shake in, and then I'm heading off for an aerial yoga class. So cardio for me is gonna be a lot later this evening. Let's get a shake in us first. Day 4 workout is wrapped. Lower back, which we targeted with deadlifts, hamstrings, and then finishing off with abs. Now remember, the recovery starts right here. I'm gonna assist my recovery with an aerial yoga class, and then I'm gonna further increase that recovery process by doing my cryotherapy. So let's not keep my aerial yoga instructor waiting, because I'm absolutely petrified of women. Men I don't care about, so let's not keep her waiting. Hello, darling.
Hello.
This is unconventional in regards to yoga. Do you want to explain a little bit about it?
Right.
You're not going to find this in every village.
No. When you can decompress the spine and help align your posture, it helps improve your lifting posture. So if you, let's say, have poor lifting posture on a squat, you can't quite keep your heels down, so you're always elevating them because you can't sit upright. This is one way when you go upside down to help lengthen that back. Helps with balance. There's postures that you may not even be able to do grounded on the floor that you can completely do with the fabric hanging upside down.
I've seen definitely a lot of progress within myself. I've always stretched. I've done yoga plenty of times, but I didn't feel the progress as I have here, and that's what's kept me coming back. But now, as I've become a little, more used to it, now I feel so much better for it, and I'm thankful for it. So that was an hour session that I normally have once or twice a week. Oh, that was good. All right, thank you very much.
I'll give you a
I'm sweaty. Okay, that's how much she loves me. Tomorrow we'll be back then. All right, thank you then.
All right.
So just finished the aerial yoga now. Now we're racing over to have my cryotherapy and my other therapies, and I'm really tight on time, so obviously I just got to get my meals in whenever I can. Got to do what you got to do. Cannot miss a meal. I haven't missed one for over 17 years now. It's too much pressure on my shoulders to ever miss one now. I'd sit in a corner and cry if I did, I think. Yeah.
Good.
Feeling colder than I was yesterday.
Yeah.
Good evening. It's a bit of a late one for me. It's gone midnight. Had a lot of work to do, shit at the fan when I got back, so is what it is. Today was a successful day for us, as they always are. Hit cardio first thing in the morning, did the 20 minutes, 150 twists. Remember, every single day you got to do those 150 twists. I don't care when you do them, but I do suggest that you do them with the morning's cardio so you get them over and done with. You do not forget by the end of the day. And then got in a very good deadlift session and hamstrings and upper abs. Anyway, I need to get to bed. Tomorrow is going to be a big day, going to be hitting back, going to be hitting carbs. All right, so off to bed I go. Good night.